Hello and welcome to the Cinderace Best Build Guide. Cinderace is by far the best basic attacker, especially late game. I've played quite a bit of Cinderace. He destroys people late game, and I mean anybody, any Pokemon. If you 1v1 them the right way, you will delete them. I'm sure by now everybody has got Cinderace, because they give it to you for free on day 8. So I hope this guide will help everybody unleash Cinderace's best potential. Scorbunny evolves to Reboot on level 5 and then Cinderace on level 7, which is extremely early. Therefore, Cinderace does not have the problem that Garchomp or Gardevoir have with a very weak early game, as he reaches his power spike a lot faster than other late-game carries. Cinderace's every third attack deals additional damage, and his passive is broken into 3 parts. Number 1, he has increased crit rate and attack speed when he's below half HP. Number 3, attacking opponents will add a stack of flame to them. When 5 stacks, the opponent takes a burst of extra damage. Back to number 2. When using a move, you will make your next basic attack a boosted attack, which will also get 2 stacks of flame onto your opponent. On level 1, you choose between Ember and Low Sweep. For Ember, you toss a fireball at your opponent, which burns him and decreases his attack. This is your main source of damage early game. Weave it in with your basic attacks to deal maximum amount of damage to your opponents. Low Sweep is a dash that deals AoE damage. However, usually you don't want to use it to be a damaging move. What you want to do with it is you dash to a place that is safe where you can keep auto-attacking your opponents without getting hit. On level 7, you can pick between Pyro Ball and Blaze Kick. Pyro Ball is a skill shot that nukes your opponents and burns them. When upgraded, it can reduce the cooldown of Flame Charge or Feint upon impact. Blaze Kick is a guaranteed crit. You attack your opponent with a Flaming Kick and burns them. When you're using Blaze Kick, you are immune to any crowd control. When upgraded, it also increases your attack speed. On level 8, you get to pick between Flame Charge and Feint. So Cinderace actually gets his full moveset. Flame Charge is a dash that damages all opponents in a straight line. When upgraded, your next boosted attack also slows opponents on hit. Feint increases your movement speed and makes you temporarily invincible. It also removes any crowd control that is on you already. When upgraded, your next 3 basic attacks will heal you. The Unite move, Blazing Bicycle Kick, is a huge AoE that you can shoot at one opponent. It also increases your movement speed afterwards. And here's the question that everybody has been asking: Pyro Ball or Blaze Kick? Okay, so Blaze Kick is a guaranteed crit. It gets a burn on your opponent, and when you use it right, you are immune and you can dodge moves with it. Then, after using it, you get increased attack speed. While Pyro Ball is a skill shot that you have to aim, that is quite narrow and it's not very easy to land. Also with the Switch Joy-Con, case closed. Blaze Kick it is. Also, with Cinderace in the late game, you want to get in as many auto attacks as you can, so sometimes you don't want to use either of those abilities. The thing is, when you use Blaze Kick to semi-stun your opponent, you get increased attack speed. That kind of makes up for the time for the cast of the spell. Okay, then comes the issue of Flame Charge or Feint. I know a lot of people like Feint because when you get CC'd you can get out of it right away. But for me, I deal maximum damage. And Flame Charge has a much shorter cooldown, which means I can spam him to get to lane or to help my team with team fights. Also, I am kind of a more careful player, so I won't be in the front of the team getting CC'd the first person. And using Flame Charge, I will be able to dish out much more damage than Feint. So if you're confident enough that you will not get caught, pick Flame Charge to do more damage. A quick tip to using Cinderace. You want to pop your passive as much as you can, so 5 stacks of burn, you can get it by using your boosted attacks, and afterwards immediately use Blaze Kick, or Flame Charge, or Feint, whatever move you want. Then it will charge up your basic attack to the 3rd attack. Then you can attack again to gain 2 stacks. In a real game scenario, of course, you may not be able to time everything perfectly. It does not matter. Just make sure you're walking in between every single auto attack, dealing maximum damage, and not get caught. If you are out of position and gets killed for it, your team will lose its biggest hitter. Always use your dashes to reposition yourself to the perfect place to keep auto-attacking. For items, I would recommend Muscle Band, Scope Lens, and Float Stone. Muscle Band gives Cinderace everything he needs: attack damage, attack speed, and bonus attack damage on hit, which is 3% per hit to the target's remaining health. It is so effective when you are taking down tanks. Scope Lens increases your crit rate and crit damage, which makes Cinderace a powerhouse late game. Auto attacks just crits for days, destroying everybody. Float Stone gives you attack damage and movement speed, which can help you get to fights as fast as possible, winning your team more team fights. During the early laning, do not overextend. Just don't do what the opponents are doing here. They overextend, and okay, they scored a little bit, but then we kept killing them under our go when they tried to dive us. I finish off the Lucario here, yep, and then I score 20 points for free, just because they overextended and died. And use your dash wise to get you out of sticky situations. When you get an early game advantage, you can easily push your opponents out of Rotom, securing it very safely. See this clip here? Cinderace and Gengar are both at our power spike. That's why we can push them out of their goal easily, scoring 40 points each. The most important thing to know is when to back off. You see, early, they have very low death timers. That's why we back out of here. Know when to turn around. Here Gengar wasted his Hex cooldown, so I turned around and counter-killed him. We group around Dreadnought, but they have already taken it. But we're strong enough to take on for a fight. Now I can kill the Cinderace through his ult, and then, when their assassins try to approach me, I dash away. Using Blaze Kick here nullifies Slowbro's attack. And then we destroyed them, even through the Dreadnought shield. A late game fight would look like this. We approach the fight, try to pick off anyone in the outskirts, and then when it's safe, we go back in to chase. Cinderace is a pretty good chaser with red buff, and even though if you don't have it, Flame Charge adds a slow to your attack. And we just ran them over and team wiped them. When you get to pick late game, you can go for Zapdos. With at least one ally, you can destroy Zapdos very efficiently, just because of Cinderace's high crit damage and crit rate. If this video helped you learn more about Cinderace and what kind of moveset is best for him, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I hope you guys can use Cinderace well to climb ranks, destroy opponents, and have fun. Which Pokemon do you think counters Cinderace the best? Let me know down in the comments below. And guys, stay safe, stay healthy, play more Pokemon Unite, and I hope to see you all on the battlefield. Peace out.